So online, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, your name? Kalyan. You didn't got the link. You can share it. So how come you are attending directly from here? Ashu sir told. Okay. Okay. In last class, till where we have discussed? Comparable and comparator. In comparable, what are the disadvantages? What are the disadvantages of comparable? Source class access should be given for outsider. That is the first disadvantage. And second disadvantage is based on single parameter, we can sort the object. Yes. That is the reason to overcome this, we came up with comparator. What are the advantages of comparator? Sorry? Source class access need not be given to the outsiders, and it is not just to multiple parameters. We can sort the complex object, whatever we want to sort based on multiple parameters. Yes. So these are the advantages of which one? Comparator. Online, just wanted to check, is there any lag in the video?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, perfect. Got it. So, and also, what are the differences of comparable and comparator? That is already included in PDF. I believe all of you have seen that at least once. Though I have not shared it, in class I'm asking. I think I've shown it, right? Compare two method is there, compare method is there, one parameter is there on the other side. Two parameters are there. In comparable, we will use this keyword, whereas on the other side, we will not use this keyword, and few more. Okay, and which package? One is from java.util, the other one is from java.lang. Yes or no? So like this, there are many differences that we have seen. Next what? Next what if you ask me here, please observe. If I have considered one array list, okay, if I have considered one array list 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Now if I try to use al dot clone, what this will return? I will try to store it in al2. al2 will be of type array list only. Okay, it will return object, but what I will do is I will typecast it to array list and I'll try to store it in al2. Next what? What this will return? Sorry? Means it will try to create a exact same copy of whatever is there in your al. Now what exactly we are doing here? We are trying to create a copy of al, which means including the values, everything will get copied. Yes or no? Now, what I want to do, in previous class, I have created one class called as class cricketer. Yes. Inside main method, what I have done? C1, C2, C3. I have created, yes or no? Now I forget about that part. Now what I want to do, I am having C1. Okay, for that I'll pass some values also as, runs are 10. Name is Dravid, and then run rate is 50.5F. Along with this, I also want address of that particular cricketer. I want to also pass the address of that cricketer. How? Sir, here only take two more variables, sir. String, city, string, state. Assume this much only I need, city and state. So how can we do it? Yes. How can I do it? Simply consider two more variables here called city and state is what you will say. But is that the right way or right approach? Think and tell me. Because ultimately what I'm having here, cricketer class, which means all the details related to cricketer should be there, not the address. Yes or no? If I keep taking the address like that, string, street, string, door number, string, city, string, landmark, string, state, string, country, string, pin code. All these details I should take in cricketer class. But is it related to cricketer? Though it is directly or indirectly related to cricketer, but directly related to cricketer? No. Of course, cricketer will be having an address, that is true. But should I have those variables inside cricketer class only? No. So what I'll do here, I'll try to create one class called as class address. Okay. Inside this, what I'll have? String type, name, sorry, string type, city, and string type, state. Here what I will do, anyways runs are there, name is there, and run rate is also there. Along with that, I need one these are nothing but normal variables. Yes or no? Runs will be your integer, name will be your string, whereas run rate will be your float. But what is this one? This is a reference variable. Means what is the type of address? Address only. Yes or no? Am I right? So now, how can we create this one? Or now you assume that these are the details that I have. How can I create a copy of it? Getting my point? In next statement here, cricketer type C1 equal to new cricketer, and before that I'll also create the address type addr equals to new address, and then I'll pass what? City as BNG and state as Karnataka. Here what else I should do? 10 I'll pass, Dravid I'll pass, 50.5 I'll pass. Along with that, constructor will be expecting one more parameter, which is that address type address. So I'll pass which address? This one. Got it? Yes or no? Yes. So now I have passed this much. Next, what I want to do? I want to create a copy of this one. Getting my point? I want to create a copy of this one. Means what? How to create a copy of C1? Normally, assume that everything is working perfect. If I want to create a copy, what I should do? What I should write? I just have to write C1 dot clone. Yes? Yes or no? But will it work? Will it work? No. It will give you an exception called as clone not supported exception. Why it will give clone not supported exception? Have you informed to this class that later I'll be creating a copy of this class? No, you have not informed. So what it will do? It will not allow you to create a copy of this class because you didn't inform. If you have informed to this class, so it is quite simple. You are trying to create a copy of me. Then don't you think you should take a permission from me or inform me at least saying that later your copy will be created? We should inform. Here what is happening? Not informed only. How can we inform? First we will see if we don't inform what will happen. Anyways, if you have understood, then I can proceed ahead. If you have not understood, first I'll execute, come back and then again continue. Did you understand? What is the problem here? We are trying to create a copy, but will it work? No. Why it will not work? Because we are not informing to this class saying that later we will create a copy of your class. How to inform? How to inform? For that there is one interface. What is the name of that interface? There is one interface called as clonable. Getting my point? So ultimately, we don't want to use comparator or comparable here. The reason is we don't want to sort it. What I want here, I want to create a copy. For this one, do I want to do all these steps? No. For this one, it will work directly. Why? Because array list. Sir, it is array list, so it will work. Why it will work with array list? Because array list is a inbuilt class. We need not do anything. Everything is already done by James Gosling and his team. We just have to create a copy. But here this class is created by whom? By ourselves, means by us or a programmer. So we should inform that later we will create a copy of this one. How we will inform? Right. Ultimately, there is one interface called as clonable interface, which is the method that is available inside that. There is one method called as public object clone. Getting it? But ultimately, this interface is considered as marker interface. Have you heard of this term called marker interface? Where? Don't tell rules of interface. Interviewer will never know which rule you are speaking about. Just tell marker interface is nothing but empty interface. But some of you may say, sir, in interface you are telling it as marker interface. That is fine. But don't you think method is there? How can you tell this as a marker interface? This is marker interface. How come? See, if it was a normal interface, assume that I will tell this class is going to implement this interface. Then what should happen? You should give this class should give the body for this method. Yes or no? Yes. But am I going to give here? No. If I don't give, assume what I should do normally. We should make this class as abstract. That is also nothing but your rule number 6 of your interface. Yes or no? But however, I don't want to do abstract also. I will implement this interface also, but I will not give the body also. Will it work? If it was a normal interface, then it will not work. But it is a marker interface. Getting my point? Because of which it will work. If you want to see, just observe the output now. Now what I'll do, inside this, I'll try to create one new class. Class name as cloning. Okay. Main method I want finish. Sorry. Created. Yes or no? So now there is okay cricketer class. I missed it, I believe. Yes. Cloning comparable. Okay, there is a cricketer class here. I'll remove this. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll just try to copy this class here and I'll try to paste it here. There is an error. Okay, cricketer class is already defined. Here it is already there. Okay, now there is no error. This is the class that I have created. Yes. Yes or no? Now here what I'll do, I'll try to say, what I'll say, I'll try to create one cricketer type C1 equals to new cricketer. Okay, but however, as I've already told, what else I need? I also need the address. Yes. So what I'll do, okay, it is already here. What I'll do is I'll try to delete it. Okay. So now I want address here. Error it is coming. So what I'll do, I'll try to create one class. Okay. Inside that, what I'll say, I need only two parameters. Which are those? String type city and string type state. Yes. Yes or no? So now here what I'll do, I'll try to create one object of address type add r equals to new address of here. I'll not pass anything. Okay. And here what I'll say, I'll try to say that city is equal to null and state equals to null. Yes. Means what I have done, I have created one cricketer class within which I have created one reference of address and I have created one address class with variables city and state, and in main method I have created the object of address. Did I pass any parameters? No. If I pass, will it work? No. Why? Because there is no parameterized constructor inside your address class. So it will definitely not work. So next what I'll do, I'll come back here and now I'll try to say, okay, it is expecting parameter. What I'll pass? Runs 10 and name. Dravid and run rate 20.5f and then address it wants. So what I'll pass? ADDR, which I have created just in previous line. I have created an object of address, right? Can I pass the object as a parameter? Definitely yes. What is this ADDR? A reference variable to address object. Here what I am doing, I'm passing that reference variable. Where this will get stored? If you can see here, here it will get stored. And then what I am doing, whatever is there in local variable address, I'm trying to copy it to instance variable address. Clear? Okay. Next what? Now I want to create a copy. See here, I want to create a copy of C1. So I'll say C1 dot clone. Here I'll try to store it in cricketer type C2 and I'll say it should return me the object of type cricketer. Okay, it is giving me one error here. Can you see that the method clone from the type object is not visible? But however, still if I try to same error we are getting here. Am I right? Yes or no? Assume that. However, we will try to say that. How can we say that this? We are going to create a copy of this just by saying implements clonable. Is it asking me to import? If you can see here, there is no import statement here. Is it asking me to import? No. Why? Whatever class we have created, wherever the class is present, in the same package, your clonable is also present. That is nothing but your java.lang package. Okay. So now here, we have said that this class is going to implement clonable interface. But is it giving me any error saying that you should add some unimplemented methods? No. But if you observe, now I will add. There is one method inside your clonable interface. As it is a marker interface, still it is considered as empty interface. But is there a method? Yes, method is there. Okay, why it is done like this? Once we reach advanced level, we will get to know. However, which is that method? Public object clone. Okay, and here, as I have already told, it should return one object. Am I right? So what it will return? You just have to return super dot clone. Call a method which is present inside. Call a clone method which is present inside your object class. Who is the parent of this cricketer class? Who is the parent? No one. By default, whether you create it or you don't create it, by default, object class will be the parent class. So for this cricketer, object is the parent. Here, what I am doing, super keyword is used for what? Calling anything in parent. What I am calling super dot clone means I am calling a clone method which is present inside object class or parent class. And what that will return? It will return me one object. What I am returning here, whatever object has been returned because of clone method, that I am going to return here. Now, if you observe, we should add clone not supported exception. Is that clear? Now, if you check, here also you should add the throws. Okay. So now I have created a clone of it. Will it really work? If you have doubt, if you can check, what I'll do, sys out, I'll try to print C1 dot runs plus C2 dot runs. What should be the value of C1 dot runs? 10. What should be the value of C2 dot runs? 10 only. Getting my point? Now, is the clone really created? If you have doubt, what I'll do is, along with this, I'll also try to print C1 plus C2. What C1 and C2 will print? Assume that toString method is not there. Then it will print the address of both the objects. Please check. There is one more thing that all of you should observe here. Yes. See here. Copy is created. That is the reason C1's run is also 10. C2's run is also 10. But here, if you observe, is the address of both the cricketer object, is it same or different? 2D363F B3. What is the second object address? 7D6F77CC. Are they same? No, they are different. So whenever you create a copy of any object, there are two types of copying. Which are those? Sorry? Okay, recording we didn't start, right? Started. Wow. So as I've already informed, there are two types of creating a copy of an object. Which are those? Sorry? Add all, is it a copy? Screen properly visible, both? Okay. Now, there are two types of creating a copy. Which are those? First one is shallow copy, and the second one is deep copy. Okay, what do you mean by shallow copy? What do you mean by shallow copy? Any idea? Sir, name we have heard, but name also didn't heard. Very good then. However, what do you mean by shallow copy if you want to know? First, I have created one object here. Yes. What I am supposed to do. Here, keep observing. Visible? No? Here? So now I have created first object here. Which is this? This will be, okay, here it is not visible, I guess. I'll change the position. So now this is your C1. Okay, inside your C1, which are all the variables that are present? Runs, name, run, rate, and then ADDR. So for ADDR, what I have done? I have created one more object here. Here, city. Initially, I have kept null. State, null. Now here it is your 5000 you assume, and this will be your ADDR, and here will be your 5000. Yes. Here what will be stored? That 5000. This process we call it as what? Reference type assignment. You don't know reference type assignment? Then it is really very, very, very good. Don't study that and all. It is waste. Why you will study? Run rate 20.5. This I have stored. Yes. So now this ADDR is also pointing to here itself. Yes. Now what I have done? I have created a copy of C1. So what will happen? C2 will get created. Okay. C2 object with different address. Address will be what? Say suppose it will be 6000. Here what will be stored? Here also what all variables will be present? Runs will be there. Name will be there. Run rate will be there. And ADDR will be there. What will be runs? 10. Separate copy it is. Is it the same copy whatever is here? No, here there is 10 separately. Here there is 10 again separately. And name Dravid only. But this is separate. Okay. Run rate. This is also separate. And ADDR 5000, which means this is pointing to here only. This we call it as shallow copy. Shallow copy means what? All the fields, I mean to say variables and its values will get created new. Newly it will get created. Means one more copy of all the fields will get created. But all the reference variables, okay, all the reference variables and its objects. Where is the object of ADDR? This one. This will get shared. If you can observe, is it created new one? No, this one is getting shared among these two. Yes or no? What you told? You told that I only want to create a copy of cricketer class. So what did you do? You created a copy of cricketer class. Now this reference, what is happening? Same object's reference is being shared among both of them. This we call it as shallow copy. Getting my point? Means this referred object will not get created again. It will get shared among both the created copy as well as original copy. Getting my point? Next is which one? Deep copy. Deep copy means what? Deep copy means what? Even this referred object will get created again. Here what is happening? Referred object is not getting created. Only fields and its values are getting created, but this referred object is getting shared. But what do you mean by deep copy? Even this referred object will also get created again. Means what? Now this is pointing to here. This is also pointing to here. Later what will happen? Another object of address will get created. Its address is somewhere, you assume 7,000. Okay. Now here what will be there? It will not be pointing to 5,000. Rather it will be pointing to 7,000, which means it is not pointing to here. Where it will be pointing to? Here this will be your ADDR and here will be your 7,000. Now this is pointing to here. If I try to say C1 dot clone, by default, which copy is choose? Which type of copy? By default, if you try to create, it will be shallow copy that will get created. Means all the fields and its values will get copied, but however, referred objects will get shared. Normally, if you try to just say C1 dot clone, it will not be the deep copy that will create it. It will create shallow copy only. Clear? Online? Why are you initializing? City and? If you don't want to initialize, don't initialize. By default, anyways, values will be null and null only. Default values it is. Not compulsory. You remember instance variables? It is all up to your wish. Like if you want to initialize, you can. Later, you should not get confused. For that reason, I have just initialized it. Yeah. Still, board is only visible, right? Okay. So, however, sir, I really want to check, is it the shallow copy means referred object is same? How can we check it? Assume that now I'll create a shallow copy. Means what? Here, this one will be pointing to here. Yes. Now what I will do after creating a copy from C2's address city, I'll change it to city is null, right? What I'll do is I'll try to change it to say suppose Shimoga. Initially what I have given in my program, I think I have given it as BNG. Yes or no? No, null only I have given. So now I'll try to change it to BNG. Okay, and if I try to print C1 dot address dot city, what I should get printed? What should get printed? It is a shallow copy. If it is a shallow copy, what should get printed? BNG only. Why? What did I do? From C2's address city, I changed it to BNG. If really it is a shallow copy, then what should happen? If I try to access C1 dot address dot city, then what will I get? BNG only. Yes or no? But later, what I will do? I will try to create deep copy assume. Now this one is pointing to here only. Previously it was pointing to here. Shallow copy means. Deep copy means it is pointing to here. Now what I will do? Here I will try to change the city's value to SMG. Assume. If I try to change it to SMG. And I will try to print C2 address city. What it should get printed? SMG. And I will try to print C1 dot address dot city. Then what it will print? BNG. It will not print SMG. Getting my point? Why? Because this is a deep copy. Clear? Yes. So let us quickly try to see how to create see here now. Okay. Now both the values of this address is what? Null and null. That is city as well as state. Both are null. Next, what I'll do? Remove this. Forget about this because C1 and C2 are two different objects. Yes or no? For your understanding, what I'll do? This one, I'll try to remove. Runs of both the objects are same. Okay. Now what I'll try to print the address of C1 dot where it went address and C2 dot address. C1 and C2 if I print, was the address same? C1 and C2 if I print, was the address of C1 and C2 previously I printed, was it same? Whether it is a shallow copy or deep copy, was it same? 100% no. But if I try to print the address of ADDR inside C1 and ADDR inside C2, address will it be same? For sure, yes, please check. Because as I've already told, this is what? Sorry, I didn't save. This is the example of shallow copy. If you can see, here also it is printing same, here also it is printing same. But if I try to print C1 and C2, different address will get printed. Next what? Now this one is done. Now I want to create a deep copy. For deep copy, what I should do if you ask me here, I should tell that for address also. What I should inform? Later you are going to get copy. So be ready. How can I inform that? Implements, clonable. Is it giving me any error? No, but if it was any other interface, you check, I'll say comparator. Immediately I'll get one error. What it is saying? Add, see here, add unimplemented, where it went. First I should import it. First I'll import, after that here I'll get it. Can you see? But however, I don't want to use this. I want to use clonable. Clear? But is there any error? No, because it is a marker interface or DAG'd interface. So here I'll say public object clone method within which return super dot clone. This will throw one may throw an exception, so you should add it. Clone not supported, exception. Okay. So now here what I'll do. However, that I have done. Here, I've also wanted to show you one more concept, that is, I'll try to change C1's address. Till now, I have not created a deep copy. I have just informed. But did I change anything with respect to code, main code? No. So I'll just try to change C1's city value as, or C2 city value as what? BNG. Okay. Next, what I'll print? I'll try to print C1 dot ADDR dot city plus C2 dot ADDR dot city. What this will print? BNG only, because ADDR, address object is being shared. It is not creating a deep copy, it is creating a shallow copy. Okay. So next what? Now I want to create a deep copy. See, whenever I create a copy of cricketer class, whatever is present inside cricketer class is being copied. Am I right? Yes or no? So what I want to do here, I don't want to directly return this one. Okay. If I return this one, what will happen? What is there inside your C1? 10, Dravid, 20.5 and 5,000. That 5,000 is directly getting shared. But do I want that one? No. So what I'll do here, I'll just make the small changes. Super.clone, I'll try to receive it in cricketer type C2. Okay. It will. Okay, it will try to cast it. A return statement should be there. Okay, I'll add the return statement as this one. Okay, and then what I'll do, I'll try to say ADDR dot, whatever ADDR is present inside this class, you create a clone of that one as well. Getting my point? You create a clone of that one as well. And where I should store it? Inside C2. Okay. C2 is what? The copy that I have created, right? Yes or no? The copy that I have created. So here what I will do, whatever cloned object of address you are creating, that I should store it where? Inside C2, there is one variable called address. In that you store it. Clear? Cast to address, and at last, what I am returning? C2. Getting my point? I don't want to return address only here. I want to return the cricketer object itself. But inside cricketer, whenever I call clone, you please observe. Now I am calling C1.clone. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. So because of which it will call this one. Inside this, what I am doing? I am creating an object of cricketer, new copy. Along with that, whatever is there, the address. Okay. That also separately I am creating a copy. Normally, if I remove this statement, what is going to happen? If I remove this statement, what will happen? In address variable of C1, 5000 will be there. In address variable of C2, 5000 only will be there. But what I want one new copy of address. So what I have told here, I created one new copy of address and then I have stored that copy inside C2. Is that clear? Yes, no? Okay. And I'm returning C2. Okay. Now, if you check, now what I'll do, C2 city, or you assume C1 city, I will try to change it to SMG. Okay. And I've created a clone here. Okay. Now, if it is really a shallow copy, then what should happen? What should be the output of this one? Assuming that it is a shallow copy. What should be the output? Both should print SMG here. Yes or no? But what we have created now? We have created a deep copy because of which in C1's address. Getting my point? First I have created a clone and then I am changing it. Yes or no? So in S1 there will be SMG, but in C2 null. Okay, please check. Let me save it once. Is that clear? And if you really want to check, sir, is it really true, sir? For your understanding, what I can tell you is sysout C1 dot addr plus C2 dot addr. You think and tell me, will it be the same address or different address? Please see here. Here, can you see this? But previously, what was the scenario? It was returning the same address of your address object. Why? Because that was a shallow copy. Basically, shallow copy means referred objects will get shared. Getting my point? Is that clear? Any doubt in this? Okay. So this is the program of what? I mean, exactly this program, whatever I have done, this is for cloning is there, but I'll say it as deep copy. Okay. So I'll pin M5 to deep copy. And then so I should upload which one? New file upload. Deep copy I have uploaded. And for shallow copy, what are the changes that I should do? Let me see if it is uploaded. Okay, it has been uploaded. Now, shallow copy. Okay. Okay. So in shallow copy, what I should do? First thing, you need not inform your address class saying that it is going to get copied. Yes. So remove this, and here for shallow copy, I should not do this one. What I should do? I just have to return yes. Yes or no? I just have to return super.clone for you to understand here. Now, what is the value of c1.address.city SMG? Okay, because of which c1.address.city if I print, what will be the output? SMG, C2, SMG only. And what will be the address of both? You check. SMG and SMG and address if you can see. It is same. Is that clear? Any doubt in this? Okay, so this is your shallow copy and deep copy. So here I should upload deep copy as well, shallow copy as well. Okay. I have told you that we will discuss with respect to I set one more thing. Yes, I said we have just inserted how it will work internally that we didn't check. Am I right? So now let us quickly check it. Now I have created the copy of C1. Which type of copy it is? Shallow copy. Yes or no? Shallow copy means referred objects will be shared. Ultimately, the address of ADDR in C1 and C2 will be same. Yes or no? So now what I'll do, I'll try to create one asset type HS equals to new asset, and then I'll try to import it. And if you want, you can also add the generic here saying that cricketer means what? You are going to store inside your asset only the cricketer type object, nothing apart from that. Clear? So next inside this, what I'll say HS dot add. What I'll add? C1 dot ADDR. Okay, and then HS dot add of C2 dot ADDR. Now you think and tell me, C1 dot ADDR and C2 dot ADDR are they same or different? Same it is. You are trying to add the object of C1's address and C2's address. Just a minute. Okay, here I have told cricketer and I'm trying to add address. Generics, I believe all of you know. I think I have explained it, yes? Okay, now there is no error. Now, if I try to print HS, what should be the output? Here, what I'll do, I'll try to add toString method now. Source, add generate toString. Okay, so keep this now. Now, if I try to print HS, what will get printed? I mean, ultimately, my question is how many objects will get printed? How many objects? Okay, this I'll remove only also. This is not that because I want to show you with respect to address. Now you think and tell me address of C1's ADDR and C2's ADDR will be what? Same for sure. As I have already told, your asset. Okay, if you are trying to add some object which is sharing the same address, it will not accept both. Getting my point? Because it will check the memory address. If both the objects are having same address, then definitely it will not accept both of them. You can see how many it should print. Asset, right? If you can see, Though I have added 2, but it is printing 1 only. Why? Because normally, what? Asset will check the memory address. Asset, how it will work if you ask me, you are calling add method of asset. Add method of asset will call contains method. Contains method will internally call equals method. Equals method, what it will check? It will check at the memory level. Okay, at the object's address level. Is it same or different? Don't you think it is same? Now, whatever address I am adding, C1's address and C2's address, don't you think both the objects are same? Because it is a shallow copy. So both are same objects, but I'm adding 2 times. Yes, from C1 one time I'm adding, C2's one time I'm adding. So it is giving me an error. Not error, but it is accepting only one object. Now, is there any way that I want to add 2 also? How? By creating deep copy. No. Deep copy I have taught you so that you should know how to create a deep copy, how to create a shallow copy. But that is not the only option. In your add set, you can modify. As I've already told, equals method will check for what? Equals method here, as I've already told, it will check address. Inside your add set, there is one equals method. That equals method will check what? Address of those objects. If it is same, it will consider it as one single object and second object will not be accepted. But however, I want to change it. What I want to change? Your add set is comparing what? The address it is comparing. I don't want to compare the address. I want to check based on the values. Getting my point? One is anyways deep copy option is there. Okay. But I want to inform that anyways, if it is a shared object, we cannot change the values also. We should go with deep copy. That is true. But deep copy is not the only option. We can configure your equals method. Getting my point? Yes, no. How to do it? Okay, what I'll do is C1 and C2 will be having different address anyways. Okay, what I'll do here, now you forget about this one. I don't want to create a copy of it. I'll create one new object, new cricketer of. What I'll pass here? C1 and C2 I'm passing. Yes. Now I'll try to run as. It is taking it as how many objects? It is taking it as how many objects? 2 objects. Why? Because I'm not anyways creating a copy here. What I'm doing directly, I'm trying to create 2 objects, but values are same. As I've already told, why it is saying 2 different objects? Because as code it will use, that will be different for first one as well as second one. Now I want to prove that these 2 objects are same. How? I want to tell that these 2 objects are same. Why I want to tell that these 2 objects are same? Don't you think the values of these 2 objects are same? In first one also 10, Dravid 20.5. In second one also 10, Dravid and 20.5. Okay. However, here small changes I'll do. That is address I'll remove. For your convenience, address I'll just remove. If I remove it from here, definitely I should also remove it from here, here, and here. Yes. Yes or no? So now in both the objects, what will be the value? 10, Dravid 20.5 here, 10, Dravid 20.5 here. So now how can we, tell that both the objects are same? As I've already told, both the objects address it is checking. Yes or no? What I want to inform is Will it work? Public Boolean equals method. Okay, and here you will receive one object type, maybe O I'll receive. It should return one Boolean value. So it is saying. So now what I'll check if, okay, O dot, okay, which are all the variables that are there here? O dot runs. What is this object? As I've already told, here you are creating one new object, right? First time you have created one new object. So second time, whenever you are inserting a new object, it will check, is there any other object which is already present with the same value? How will it check? By using equals method, it will check. Getting my point? So what I will say, equals method, whatever I am creating, here I will tell that don't directly compare the address. Whatever I am informing you, compare it based on that. How? If it is equal to this dot runs, and if wo dot name, sorry, inside your object there will be, just a minute, why is it creating error? Not a field? Mhm. Just check this bracket from here till here. It is closed. Okay, it is for return statement, I believe. Okay, and here I will tell what? Wo dot name. Here I'll first tell that it is a cricketer, and here I should close it with this one. If wo dot name dot equals of this dot name, okay, then what I'll say, if both are same, then I'll tell that return true. Means already there is one object existing with the same value. Getting my point? Yes, no. Next what? In else, I'll tell return false. So what exactly it is doing here? If you observe, first time it will add C1. First time while adding, it will not check for anything because it is the first time. It will check, but anyways it will return false, so it will add it. But second time, whenever it is adding, it will check. It will call which method? Contains method. I told you. Contains means what? It will check, is there any object of this type? Contains will internally call which one I told you? Equals. Equals for what? To check objects are equal or not. When we can call the objects are equal? When the addresses are equal. So here if you observe, it is going to check address. But what I am doing? I am overriding that equals method and I am telling that I don't want you to check based on the address, check based on the value. If values are equal, the objects are equal. Okay. If values are not equal, then the objects are not equal. That too, which all values I'm checking? Runs I'm checking, and then name I'm checking. Runs of both the C1 and C2. What are the runs of C1 and C2? 10 and 10 only. Name Dravid and Dravid only. Yes or no? Along with this, if you do this much, it is not sufficient. Along with this, you should also take public int hash code method. Okay, again here I will tell that override because I just want to check the method name. Okay, here what I'll take, integer type, value I'll take. Okay, and then for value, whenever it want to create, whenever you try to add this, any particular object, what it will do? It will try to generate the hash code based on its own way. In its own way, it will try to generate the address, unique address, so that you can store the object. But what I am telling, you should generate the hash code, not directly by your own way. What you should do, you consider the runs. Yes, you consider runs of first object plus. You consider name. Then I'll tell hash code. While generating hash code, as I've already told, it will generate in its own way. We cannot track which particular way it is following. So what I am telling, while generating the hash code, what is the runs of first cricketer? 10 plus name Dravid. It will take 10 and it will attach Dravid to it, and then you are generating, I mean, a hash code of Dravid you will generate, and you will add both, and you are going to return for first one. For second one, same thing, 10 plus hash code of Dravid. It will add and it will return. So hash code of both the objects will be what? Hash code of C1 and C2, both will be what? Same only. Why? I overridden the method called hash code, and I am informing in what formula, means based on what formula it should generate the hash code. Yes or no? It will generate by itself. But what I am informing, don't generate by your own self. What I am telling, you should generate using the runs value as well as name. Does it mean that you should use this one only? No, whatever you want to use, you just tell name dot hash code. Getting my point? Based on name, if I say my name is, Dravid and Dravid, if I take, both the times hash code will be what? Ultimately, values are same. If the value is same, 100% the hash code also will be same. So for first object also, second object also, it will return the same. Clear with the point? If you want, you can add a run rate also. Getting my point? So I'll do this much. Now, here, previously what it was doing, it was trying to display how many objects? 2 objects. Why? Because C1 and C2, it is considering it as 2 different objects based on the memory address. But now what I am telling, you don't check it based on the address, you check it based on the values. Okay, that too, which all values? Runs you compare. First object and second object runs are equal. Okay, and name is also equal. So how many objects output I should get in my screen, in my console output? 1 only. Why? Second object will get rejected. Why it will get rejected? According to my logic, it is going to check. First time it will add C1. Second time while adding C1, sorry, C2, what it will do? It will check, is there any other object with same name and same runs and hash code also? Is there any other object with same hash code? Then it will not allow that particular object. It will return false. Is that clear? Yes, no? So please check now. I should get it. I'm not sure what I'll get, but I should get in my output how many? There is error? No. In address, there is some error, it seems. You see that? It is creating only one object. Sir, why it is creating only one object, sir? You observe here. What I'll do, I'll try to create cricketer, type C3 equals to new cricketer of, say suppose 20, Dravid and 20.5 F. Now you think and tell me, if I try to say HS dot add of C3. If I try to print HS as set, what will be the output? Why 2? Between C1 and C2 it will accept only one, and C3 it will accept. Why it will accept C3? Dravid is same, no? Dravid is same in C1, C2, C3 also. But why it will accept C3? Dravid is same. But don't you think runs are different? Yes or no? Because of which? How I am generating hash code? By using runs plus hash code of name. Hash code of name will be same. But don't you think runs will be different? Yes or no? If you want, you can also print a runs plus names hash code. Okay, it will print different value altogether. Clear? If you have doubt, what I'll do? Sys out C1 dot hash code plus C2 dot hash code plus C3 dot hash code. What will be the value? C1 and C2 for sure will be having the same hash code, but C3 will be different. Please check. Can you see that? Yes or no? Along with that, what is the difference if you ask me? What is the difference to here and here? What is the difference between first, second and third? Means first, second together and third. First, second, anyways, object hash code is same. But third one, different. Different is true, but what is different? Run is different, that is true. Here what you can say? It is just having plus 10. Why? See, hash code, how I am generating, you check. Hash code, how I am generating? Wait. Names hash code. So name is same in C2 as well as C3. What is it? Dravid and Dravid. Dravid's hash code for C2 also will be same. Dravid's hash code for C3 also will be same. Next what? Run I am adding to it. Whatever hash code I got, for that I am adding run. First, for second object, what is the runs that I have added? For C2, what is the run I have added? 10. So for C3, 20. That is the reason in your output. How much difference is coming? You please check. There is a difference of only 10. Here it is 152. Rest every value is same. But here it is 162. 52 and 62. There is only difference of 10. Means you can customize your hash code method as well. Clear with the point? Yes, no? Yes? Any doubt with this? Okay. So this is with respect to your what? Okay. So hashing, how it works, is that clear? Online? Hashing, as I've already told, it will use its own way. But if you want to configure it or customize it, can you customize it? Yes. By using which all methods? Two methods. One is by using hash code. Second one is by using equals. In hash code, you can say based on what it should generate the hash code. Even if you want, you can generate the hash code based on the address also. Okay. And in your equals method, what you should inform? Just if the address is same, you cannot tell that the objects are same. I don't want to check the address only. What I want to check? I want to check the values. If values are same, then only I want to tell that the objects are same. Is that clear? Okay. So that is all about your hash code and equals method. Any more doubts? Till here, any doubts? No? So next we will just go to PPT. The console screen was visible, right? I mean output screen. Output screen was not visible. Not now, previously. So next, I should go with respect to PPT. See here, this one. Clonable interface, whatever I've explained you, protected it is there. Anyways, even if it is protected here in our child class, what did we do? We did it as public or implementing class. We did it as public object clone, which means what we are doing? We are increasing the visibility. Will it work? Definitely yes. And there are two ways of creating the copies or clones. Okay, which are those? One is shallow copy and deep copy. Shallow copy and deep copy, what is the difference? In shallow copy as well as deep copy, in both of them, all the fields and their respective values will get copied. But however, in shallow copy, the referred object will get shared. But however, in deep copy, the referred object also will get created again. Means new copy of referred object also will be present or get created. Clear? Next, here. Please observe. What I'm trying to say here, if you ask me, this is your ASH set. Okay. With respect to maps, if I have to speak, there are three different types of maps. That is ASH map, a linked ASH map, as well as tree map. How it will work? Okay. I don't think I can in-depth speak about all the types of maps, but however, if you have understood tree set, ASH set, and linked ASH set, then similar way it works with tree map, ASH map, as well as linked ASH map, but with small changes. What are those changes? I'll tell you. Now, if you observe here, in your ASH set, means in your set interface, how it will work? Name you are going to give, age you are going to give. My name Naveen, I'll give, age I'll give. Date of birth I'll give, my address I'll give, my father's name, my mobile number, nationality, photo. All these things I'll give. Okay. Now what it will do? It will use this value only. Means my name Naveen, my age 30. These things only it will use to generate the ASH code. Means we will store the value. Okay. Next what? If you can see, as it will be using value for generating ASH code, it consumes more time. Assume that there is huge amount of data. Means along with this, I'll also take separately like city, state, country, street number, landmark, pin code. All these things if I take, don't you think for generating ASH code, it will take more time? Why? Because the data I'm giving is huge. Yes or no? So what we should do? Instead of when you should go with set, if you ask me, when you should go with map, if you ask me, the simple thing is whenever the amount of data that you are trying to insert is less, then go with set. Okay, so that using that less amount of data, it will generate ASH code in less amount of time. But assume that here, name, age, date of birth, address, father's number, mobile number, this is a huge amount of data. Okay, so what I will do, I will not add it in set, I will add it in map. So how map will work? So map will not accept one parameter, just like your set. Map will accept two parameters. Which are those? First one should be key. Second one should be value. Getting my point? Means what I'll do for all these data together, I will give one unique key. Unique key means what? I'll give the unique key as this one. For an example, assume that all of our data I'll store. My data, your friend's data, everyone's data, whoever is in class, everyone's data I'll store. Okay. That to everything about you, your hobbies, your interest, everything and anything and everything I'll try to store. Now I'll try to give it to set. Don't you think it will take more time? For each one person, it will take more time. So what I'll do? For each one of us, I'll try to give one unique value. Okay, that is your just like your Aadhaar number. Yes or no? Aadhaar number for me and you, will it be same any day? Never, never ever. It can never be same. It will be different for sure and sure. Yes. So what I will do, I will not use, the value here for generating the hash code. Rather, what I will do, for all my details, I'll create one Aadhaar number, and that Aadhaar number I will use to generate what? Hash code. So in this, what I'm using? In set, what I'm using? Directly my details only I'm using to generate the hash code. Hash code means what? The address where you want to store the data. Yes or no? Now here, what I'm going to use? I'm not going to use this value. Rather, for this value, I will assign one unique code. That code I will use to generate the hash code. Getting my point? Rather than using all these things together, I will use this one key to generate my hash code. Is that clear? Yes, no? Okay. So if you can see, as it will be using keys for generating hash code, it consumes less time. Getting my point? How if you ask me? Please observe here. Now I have created 3 objects, yes? Instead of using hash set, what I'll use? I'll try to create one hash map type hm equals to new hash map. As I've already told, it will accept how many parameters? 2 parameters. Before that, you should import. Okay. Now I should add. What I want to add? For adding, there is no add method here. In hash maps, there is no concept of add method. There is a method. Which method? Put method is there. Not add. Same thing it will do, but it is called as put method. Okay. And what it is accepting? Key and value. I will tell 10. And here value, I'll tell it as C1. Means for C1 object, I am assigning the value as 10. Okay. For now, I will remove, okay, let it be there. Next, hm dot put of 20. Here I'll tell C2. hm dot put of 30, and here I'll tell C3. Previously, you think and tell me, whenever I try to add these 3 objects in my hash set, how many objects were getting printed? 2. Why? Okay. Here what I am doing? I have overridden it, so I want to remove this. If I override it, it will be different altogether. So I'll remove it. Now, what it will use? For generating the hash code, as I've already told you, what it will use? It will use key. Here, which is key? 10, 20, and 30. According to the key, here, though the values are same, 10 Dravid and 20.5F, 10 Dravid and 20.5F, these are same. But what it is saying, it is going to say that, sorry, it is going to use which one? Not the value, it is going to use the key. Means 10, 20, 30, it will try to use, and it will try to create the hash code where it should store the object. So here if I try to print, if I want to print, how can I print? Just print hm. It will print all together keys and its values. Can you see that? It is telling 20 first, 10 first, and then 30. Getting it? Yes or no? Now assume that I will try to insert another object, put with. Object is C2 only. C2 do I already have? Yes or no? But it will never compare using the object or value. What it will compare? It will compare key. Key I'll give it as 30 you assume. Will it work? Here you can check. How many objects are there? 3. Why only 3? Fourth one, where it went? Why it is not there? Why fourth one is not there? Sir, because C2 object already it is present, sir, because of which C2 it is not accepting is again. Is that the reason? No. Why? Because key is already there. That is the reason it is not accepting. If you want, you change it to 40. Okay, there. Hash code and this one. If you can see. How many? 4. Because though object is same, but key is different. And what your hashing algorithm in your maps, hash map, what it will use? It will never use value to generate the hash code. It is going to use keys to generate the hash code. Is that clear? Yes, no? So along with this, there are so many other methods which all of you should go through. So here if you observe, entry set. Why you should know iterators or iterator I have taught. Do you guys remember? Why we have learned that? If you ask me, please observe here. This is going to return. What is the return type here? Can anyone tell me? What is the return type? Set. If I use this, if it is returning set, I should store it in set type, yes. Now I want to print it. Whatever is there in set, I want to print it. Shit. Okay. Now I want to print it. How can I print? Print yes. Iterator. Using iterator, I want to print it. How? While yes dot. Sorry. You just have to say here yes dot iterator, and it will return what? Iterator type ITR1 it will return. Now I'll tell ITR1 dot has next. If that is true, then sys out ITR1 dot. Why is it not coming? Yes. Sir, is it really true, sir? What it will print? Again, entry set means also same. It will try to print both your keys as well as values. But how we are, if I directly try to print HM, how it was printing? In one single line, it was printing key value, key value, key value. Now, if I try to print using entry set, how it will try to print, you can see. This is because directly printing HM. Yes. Now you check. This is because of printing using entry set and using iterator. Please check here. Can you see this? Which is better? Directly printing is this one. Iterator is this one. Clear? Okay. And also, now HM means what it will print? It will print key value, comma key value, comma key value. Like that for every object it will print. But I don't want that. I want only keys. How can I print it? Just like you have used this one. Okay. I'll try to copy this. Before I do paste it, I'll try to print something like this. I'll paste it and then I'll try to print again this. Now here I have told entry set, right? I don't want entry set this time. I just want to say dot key set. What is the return type? For this one also it is set only. Yes or no? Can I use ITR1 only here? Why? Already declared. That is true. Does it mean I cannot use it again and again? We need not create a reference. In same one, I am going to store the address of new iterator. Getting my point? Ultimately, ITR1 is of type what? Iterator. S is of type set. So here, whatever I have told, entry set, it will return all the data I was storing it in set. Here, what I'm doing, again, I'm calling key set. This time I got new data. Yes or no? That new data, I'm storing it in that S reference. Getting my point? Can I use same reference 2 times? Yes, for sure. So now if I try to print here, what I should get, you check. Okay, it didn't print because I didn't save it. Please check now. Here, can you see this? Yes. Only keys are printing. That too, ultimately, how exactly the other number will be assigned? In a particular sequence, right? Randomly will be assigned to someone? No. If you try to go and search, definitely there will be one person with 00000000001. Okay, the first person who got his Aadhaar card will be having the number as what? All 11 zeros and 1 at last. Next, all 11 zeros and 2. All 11 zeros and then 3. Why there are 12 digits in Aadhaar number? Because our country's population is so much that we cannot manage with just 3 digits. 3 digits means how many people we can manage? 999. And 4 digits means 9,999. If you go for 10,000, you cannot give Aadhaar number. Yes or no? That is the reason so many digits are there in your Aadhaar number, so that all the people in entire India should be having unique numbers. Getting my point? So now, just like this, sir, I don't want keys. I don't want both together also. I want only and only values. So here, what I'll say, I'll try to say simply as caret symbol, and then what I'll say, hm dot values. What this one is going to return? Please be careful, it is not going to return set. Collection. Okay. So here what I should declare it as? Collection type C. Okay. And then for printing your for printing anything in your collections, which are the different ways? One is directly printing. Second one is iterator, for loop. When you speak for loop, there is not only for loop, there is enhanced for loop also. We call also that enhanced for loop as for each. Okay. When we should go with for each? Right answer, but for you to understand, answer is right for interview, but for you guys to understand in simple ways. For loop, what all things you will give? Initialization, condition, increment, decrement, and then inside that you will write. Sir, I'm so lazy enough that I don't want to give initialization also, condition also, increment, decrement also. Go with enhanced for loop. Means you need not give anything much. What you should do is just create one for loop. For each loop does not mean that you should write for each. No. Okay, you just write for only. But parameter what you will pass? Just create the reference of type object. Just create the reference of type object and put one colon. And what you should assign? Assign this collection. Getting my point? Whatever is there in this C, okay, that you copy to X. X is of type object. Object is the parent class of all the other classes. You just do this much, and then whatever is going to work for C, all those things is going to work for X also. X, if you want, you can directly print. Okay, anyways, X I'll print directly. Let us see. After your caret symbol, whatever I'll get, that is because of for each loop. Of course, sir, what is it printing? Cricketer did I add? Okay, cricketer only I've added, right? Of course, cricketer only I've added and it is returning values. Sir, why it is printing values, sir? I don't want values. No, because here there is no, which one? Two string method. Two string. Values, whenever I try to print, what it is going to print? Object's address. But I don't want object's address. I want to inform what it should print. How can I inform? Using public string toString method. Like that, there are so many other methods here. Okay. Please go through those. However, using HashMap, I want all of you to solve one problem. Okay, check the methods. If you check the methods, that is sufficient. Getting my point? How, sir? As I've already told, now the problem which I want to give for all of you is here. I'll tell Naveen. And my output should be what? Okay, here my output should be A or in whichever pattern. Okay, A equals to 1 and V equals to 1, E equals to 2 and N equals to 2. What does it mean? Count of all the letters in a string. All the letters. If I give you one single character and if I ask you to count it, just like a cakewalk, you can finish it. But what I am expecting here, I want you to do it for all the characters, not by using your custom logic. Custom logic, you can sort it, take it, and next character, if it is same, then don't consider, else consider. Or you can keep the track of count just by the same logic which we have used in our programming classes. But here, what I'm expecting, using your HashMap. Getting my point? How I'll do it? First time, what I'll do is key and value pair will be there. Yes or no? What I'll do is key and its respective value. For key, what I'll copy or what I'll paste if you ask me, or what I'll store in keys if you ask me, these letters. Okay, all the letters of my name. You think and tell me, can I have duplicate keys? No. In my name, there are n 2 times. Yes or no? So what I should do? First time, whenever I get m, I'll store it with one value as 1. Getting my point? In my name, first character, whatever I got, I will store it in my HashMap. In which place? Key or value? In which place? In key, I will store n. What will be the value first time? 1. Next, what character I'll get? A. After n, I'll get A. Again, I'll get n only. I'll get A. I'll try to store A. But before storing, what I should check? Is A already existing or not? Anyways, is it there? No. So in keys place, I'll store A. What will be the value of A? 1. Next time, V. Store 1. Next time, E. Store 1. Next time, again E. So what it should do? It will check, is there any other key with the, which is having same key? Is there any other key which is same? Is it there? Yes. If it is already there, it will take what? Its value it will take. If key is already there in the map, then what it will do? It will take its value, the respective value of that key, and it will add 1. Getting my point? If it is first time, it will store 1. If it is second time, then that key's value it will take, and then it will try to add 1 to it. Previously in E, what was there? 1. Now what I have done? I have taken that E's value, that is 1, and for that one, I have added plus 1. So what it became? 2, and I have stored it back in same place. Getting my point? Next what? N. So again, N, is it there? Is there any other key with N? Yes. Then it will take its value. Take the value of N. What is the value of N? 1. As it is already existing, what I will do? Plus 1, and again store it back. And at last, if you try to print this HM, HashMap directly, what I'll get? I'll get key as well as values together. If I get keys and values together, what will be the output? our expected output we will get. Can you all do it? For this, anything? For this, what you should check? The various methods that are present in HashMap. Okay, going ahead, I'll try to do. But for today, I'll be stopping it here. As I've already told, if you keep checking on everything and anything, there are many other things. And vectors are there and enum is there. Vectors, hardly anyone will ask in interview. Okay, vectors are something like vectors and other classes are there which are legacy classes. Legacy classes means what? Previously they were using it, but now hardly when anyone uses it. Okay, but one thing nowadays in interviews they will ask, that is enum. Okay, enum I'll do it, and with respect to this HashMap, other methods I'll do it later. But officially, if you ask me, I'll be winding it up your core Java till here. Okay, but whatever extra is required, that I'll do it according to your syllabus. If I have to speak, then till here your core Java will get over. Getting my point? I was supposed to finish it yesterday itself, but unfortunately I could not do it. So I'm doing it for today. And as I've already told, your enum and anyways, if you have understood array list, linked list, and all these collection classes, then enum should not be different for any one of you. Not different, not difficult. Okay, if you just go through that once and from anywhere, you will be able to understand that. It is way too easy. Okay. However, if you don't understand, you should not blame later saying that enum is not done. Okay, so I'll do it. But again, if you expect that sir, everything that is present in collections, I want to know, does it even make sense? Every day, in every new version of Java, there will be one things they will keep on adding it. Okay, we can't finish everything and anything. But what you should know as of now, if you ask me, whatever will be frequently asked in your interviews, that much at least you should know. Getting my point? What I'll do is I'll send one link for all of you. Okay, in your group itself, I'll send one link. Just go through that link. What is there in that? Of course, it is available in the internet, but I'll share. You just go through that once. Along with that, I just want you to send the output of that program. Clear? Online?
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow, as I've already informed, it was supposed to be today, but it didn't happen. So tomorrow, as I've already informed, class will not be there. Getting it? Why class will not be there? For purpose of forgot. One more day time you got, Sunday. You guys told that 24 hours is sufficient, right? 24 hours plus you got, because Monday I didn't took the interview. I mean mock interview. Today I didn't took it. I will not take it. So you will get time till tomorrow to be prepared, including collections. Because time is there, no? See what you guys thought till multi-threading, exception handling, multi-threading. Till there you guys are prepared. If I tell today's mock interview, you guys are prepared, right? I told today's mock interview. Now if I take it, are you guys not prepared? Prepared, right? So now you are getting 24 hours extra, so that you should be prepared for collections also. As simple as that. Fine. Okay. Fine, then we'll meet tomorrow. Today only some of them are missing. So it is not difficult for me to identify and tell the names, but I don't want to tell. And at the same time, I cannot accept that everyone is attending interview only, everyone is accepting or, in office only. I can't take it because that is not truth. As simple as that. Okay. Whosoever is missing today, okay, tomorrow I'll address them. No worries. Who are missing, I need not tell it separately. I can list out the names easily. Okay. Because the chairs are empty. Wherever you are sitting, every day you guys are sitting in same place. Wherever chairs are empty, I can easily make it out. Okay. So, however, I'll be winding it up here for today. Tomorrow we'll continue. Okay. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be continuing with. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
The programs, I think it is already uploaded in Drive. So you can directly refer it from there. So with lot of difficulty, I used to do it later. Okay, again I should type, again I should do. Why to waste time? Here itself, if I take 2 minutes, same program itself I can upload. Till now, I have whatever programs I have uploaded, I am doing it in one single file only. What I'll do, I'll just rename the file, directly upload it. So every day, my part of work is being done at this.